Tom Holland trilogy director reveals why he isn't returning to the MCU to direct the movie, a fourth iteration of the Tom Holland series of Spider-Man led films. Jon Watts explains why he's not returning to direct the film, and elaborates a bit more on his decision about why he's moved on from the MCU and wants to focus on other characters. Jon Watts cut his teeth on indie movies like Clown and Cop Car, but his big break came when Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures tapped him to helm 2017's Spider-Man Homecoming, starring Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Zendaya as Spider-Man's girlfriend. He later returned to direct Spider-Man Far From Home in 2019 and Spider-Man No Way Home in 2021, with the latter presenting more than its fair share of challenges thanks to the pandemic. Still, the threequel was a massive hit, and Watts was announced as the director of the Fantastic Four, only to walk away from it within a few weeks. Now the untitled Spider-Man 4, which is expected to be released between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, itself finds it without a director because Watts will not return to the helm of the Warcrawler's next adventure. Now, speaking of finding a director, I spoke about it last week on my podcast, saying that the MCU may have found its next director for the next Spider-Man movie, that being the director of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Destin Daniel Cretton. He is rumoured to be the next director of the Tom Holland Spider-Man film outing. You can look back on that clip, available now on my YouTube channel. Talking to The Hollywood Reporter, the filmmaker broke his silence on moving away from the MCU by admitting he's still too aware that following Spider-Man No Way Home will be near impossible. That was such a specific moment in time, and the reaction to that movie was just unbelievable, he says, explaining that he came to the realization that it's never going to be like this ever again. After working on Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Watts has focused on Wolves, a new action comedy starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt as rival fixtures forced to work together. And I believe the reviews of Wolves aren't that great, but I'll leave you to do your own research and work it out for yourselves whether you like it or not. While it's easy to read between the lines here to see that Watts is enjoying his freedom outside the confines of the MCU, it seems his reason for not wanting to direct Spider-Man 4 or the Fantastic Four First Steps is because when all is said and done, the characters that he's directing aren't his. I was just getting started with Marvel. I was just getting started when Marvel came along, and I take full creative ownership of all the films, but Spider-Man is always going to be Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's creation, he says. This was a chance for me to go back to my voice and my vision, my style. Wolves is mine, and that's a really good feeling. It doesn't seem there are any hard feelings though, because it was back in July when Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige said the following: "We love John. John did 3 of the best Spider-Man films for us ever. He's got a lot of things going on right now, so we'll probably be looking at somebody else just because he's a bit busy at the moment." Aside from that, who do you think should direct Spider-Man 4 in the Tom Holland series of films? As always, you can check out my recently released video relating to this news that a director may have been found, available now on my YouTube channel. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and don't forget you can listen to the podcast in which this clip is from by visiting the podcast link below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon for more.